everybody and welcome to a new video on my channel. Welcome to my second 1 week 1 palette challenge of this year basically. And today I'm starting my summer edition. I always think that summer is the most colourful time of the year, kind of, because everything is just colourful. Summer is the best time of the year to wear colourful and a little bit more out there looks. So I decided, after thinking about which eyeshadow palette I could use very long, and there are so many, I had so many ideas which palettes I could use, but in the end I stood with my first instinct, my first idea, and it is a NYX eyeshadow palette. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and this is the Brights one, so number USP 04. And this is just, I think, the ultimate, like the name says, the ultimate colourful eyeshadow palette. You can see there's pretty much every colour in here. You have like reddish, pinky shades, purple shades, oranges up here, lovely bluish and turquoise shades, and down here greens and yellows. The problem I had with all the other options I had in mind was that there are colours in there, but not only or not mainly very bright colourful eyeshadows, and I think this one there's just every colour in there, which might be a problem. I thought there are not even like transition shades or shades like this, so I decided if I need them. Also, they're mostly all of them are mostly matte or like satiny finishes. So I thought, in case I once need a neutral base or a neutral transition shade for a look I have in mind, I will help myself with another one, and this is another NYX palette and another one from the Ultimates. This might be a little bit of cheating, but I thought I will try to stay mainly with this palette, but when I need a nice neutral base I can either use just another brand and another eyeshadow base, or I just stay with the brand, and I decided to get another Ultimates palette. This is the USP 02 Cool Neutrals, and like you can see in here you have basically neutral shades, and I'm only going to stay with the upper half. I'm not going to use any of these, just with the upper half, mainly with the first row, because I just wanted like a few neutral options. Maybe if I want to add a little bit of shimmer with the look, then they can use this one, and I have just some very neutral shades there, just for a base color or for a transition shade if I need one. I think I just going to start. So I think I'm going to start right away, because I think I want a base color. I always have the feeling that eyeshadow look works better when you have a nice neutral base tone. I think I'm going to just go quickly into the Cool Neutrals and into this shade there, right out in the corner, and just put it on the eyelid as a base. This is basically a base which I just want to put on to have a good, nice and clean canvas basically to work with. And I always think that a good base is kind of a little bit of the key to a good colourful eyeshadow look, because if you have a good base it will be easier to work with afterwards and to blend the shades together. I have a patch of very dry skin over here on my eyelid, right there. I hope that won't interfere with makeup. Okay, now that's already done. I used a Laura Mercier eye crease brush for this, and I'm going back in with my Exo Beauty crease blender brush. I think I'm going to start with this shade down here in the lowest row, so you open it like this. And I'm going to start with this shade here, which is like a light orange, dark yellow kind of shade. It's a very orangey, like the fruit orange shade, and I'm going to put a little bit of it on, because as far as I know by now, these shades can be very pigmented and very strong. Can be not very pigmented, but we will see. So I'm going to start with this shade in my crease. All the way towards the inner corner. And this is kind of my transition shade for today's look. Nicely blending it all the way up towards the brow bone I hope that you can see it nicely. Okay, so like this. I think we're going to leave it there. I'll come back to it later. And now the same thing on the other side, and then we're going to come to the next shade. Okay, so now I have the orange in my outer corner on both sides. I am going to start with a kind of a transition from turquoise over green towards yellow, and for that I'm going to use a Zoeva brush. This is the Zoeva 234 Luxe Smoky Shader brush, and I am going to start, I think, with the yellow in my inner corner. So I'm going to use the yellow in right in the corner, right here next to the orange I just used, and the Zoeva 234 brush. And I'm going to start by putting that colour into my inner corner. I'm kind of packing it on to make it nice and vibrant. And I'm blending it in the inner corner into the orange. Blends quite nicely into each other, like that. The biggest downside of the palette, by the way, which I already discovered, is that there's no mirror in. So if you're wondering, I'm using my Tarte in Bloom palette. Okay, like this is actually quick and easy. Now I think I'm going to jump towards the outer corner and to the turquoise color I want to use. And that is actually this one. And I am staying with the Zoeva 234 brush, and I'm putting that in my outer corner. It's nicely pigmented, as you can see. Do not blend it in. I'm blending into the crease, but not over the crease. I'm also packing it on. And now you know why I wanted a nice and light base, because it just makes the color look a little bit better and more vibrant. That is just a perk of the slightly hooded eye. I'm using a beauty blender to pull it a little bit out here to make it easier to blend it there, because otherwise I just know that it won't look smooth, because the skin of my eyelid just moves too much. I'm pulling it very strongly because I don't want any wrinkles there. Okay, so I'm blending it a little bit in the middle of the eye, but not too strong. Also in the farthest outer corner, I'm just leaving it there for the moment and not putting it too far out or anything. Okay, now I'm going to use the crease blender brush which I used before, and I'm blending from the inner corner towards the outer corner a little bit, because like I said, I blend from the lighter color towards the darker color, because otherwise I think that the turquoise would take too much of the lid. From the outer corner I'm blending towards the middle, and from the inner corner I'm blending towards the outer corner. Alright, just leaving it for the moment like that. And going on to the green color. And I think I'm going to use the lighter one. I'm going to try it with the light one right next to the orange. This one, it's a yellowy green, so I don't know how much it will show up. I'm using the Zoeva 234 brush. This is quite powdery, the shade. And I'm putting that in the middle like there. Yeah, that's a nice transition. I'm patting it on. I'm not swooshing around, I'm patting it on. Also a little bit onto the turquoise, and to blend it like that a little bit into each other. It feels very Brazilian, kind of, I don't know why. I'm blending the green shade into the turquoise and not the other way around. So I'm from the lighter shade into the darker shade. I don't want to mix them too much, I just want a nice transition. Going back into the yellow and blending from the yellow into the green. And switching to the Zoeva crease blender brush, going into the green and blending it in the middle here. I'm also going to use the green shade to blend it into the crease here. Just until it's nicely blended in a smooth transition. Okay, so now I have the feeling that the yellow is a little bit faded. So just going to go back in and a little bit more of that. Also blending it all the way out here. Okay. Also going to try the darker green, which is right next to it, to make it a little bit more intense, because with the lighter green I have the feeling that it's a very nice color, but it's not strong enough to really show up between the other two. I'm going back and blending. Okay, now the same thing happened with my turquoise. I'm just kind of trying to balance the colors until everything shows up nicely. So I'm going to go back in a little bit with the turquoise, just putting a little bit of it on top to make it just pop a little bit more. Okay, also now I think I'm going to try kind of creating a little bit of shape out here. So I'm blending a little bit up here into the orange color. Not too much. I think I'm going to try and create a little bit of a nice V shape out here, because I always have the feeling that it looks better with a nice eyeliner later on. Switching to the NYX Beauty brush. Okay, and now I'm just adding a little bit of the turquoise shade right next to the one I used. On camera they look pretty similar, but the one I'm using now is a little bit shimmery. I don't know if it will show up, but it's a little bit lighter and more shimmery. So I'm putting that on top here, just a tiny bit. Back in with the crease blender brush, blending a little bit in the middle here. Nice and bright and colourful. So now on to the lower lash line. I'm using my trusty and beloved MAC 212 brush. Now I'm going to use this shade here, and I'm going to put that one underneath my lower lash line from the outer corner towards the middle. Right, like this. I'm going to go a tiny little bit into the lighter green shade with the same brush and blend it into here like this. I'm blending it into the yellow from the inner corner. This brush is just magical. Sometimes I really think that, because it just shows the best of an eyeshadow. And now I would love to add a little bit of inner corner highlight, just something a little bit shimmery, I think. And I think just because it's easier, just use any light silvery shimmery shade you have for that. And I think I'm just going to use the one in my Cool Neutrals palette from NYX, which I'm using. I just would love it to sparkle a little bit. It's just inner corner highlight. You use whatever shade you like for that. Using my Laura Mercier eye crease brush, just a tiny little bit into the inner corners. That's also something, inner corner highlight, there's nothing in the Brights palette actually to use for that. That's just transition shade wise, you can use the shades which are in here like you have seen today, but base color shades or highlighting shades, that's just why I have this one. So eyeshadow wise I am done now, I think. So I'm going on to eyeliner. I think I'm actually going to use the Tanya Burr Cosmetics Selfie Flick eyeliner. I am going to create a nice cat flick eyeliner today, I think. And of course my battery died in the middle of me filming this, but you know how to apply eyeliner, I guess. So I made a nice bigger but not too large flick out there. Kind of ruined it on this side, but this side is kind of nice. So next step is lashes, and I think that I would like to apply some falsies today. So for my false eyelashes today I am going to use my NYX Beauty The Natural Stack. And I think I'm going to go for a pair which I did apparently not use yet. And it is the Iris lashes, which is this pair here. Going to use my Duo Glow White Clear Lash Glue. Alright, they are finally on. Today was not a good lash day. This is how they look. I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara to blend my lashes with the fake lashes. I'm going to use, like always, my trusty Maybelline Lash Sensational. I am putting them on the upper lashes, mainly to blend them nicely to the fake lashes. Okay, and of course I'm going to use it for my lower lashes because these definitely need a little bit of mascara there. Alright, and this is my first eyeshadow look for this 1 week Motel challenge. Done. I love it. Definitely a look to be brave enough to wear for everyday occasion, but I think actually that this is definitely more like a special occasion look. Or if you're brave enough to wear it, then go for it, because why not? It's not too huge, it's just very bright and very colourful. Okay, and for lipstick, I think I made a decision, and I think I'm just going to go for something pinky, not too far out there, but I think a pink would look very pretty with these colours. Of course, what would look awesome also would be orange, but I don't want to go too tone in tone, I think. So the lipstick I decided to go for is by Tilbury, and this is in the colour Amazing Grace, and this is one of the, I think, for Mad Revolution lipsticks, and this is just a very pretty, quite neutral pinky shade. I'm going to use this with this look today. Okay, so of course this adds just another colour which makes it really bright, but I think this pink and the eye look looks gorgeous together. Okay, right guys, this is my first look for the 1 week 1 palette challenge summer edition. Hair won't incorporate now, that's nice, isn't it? I hope that you like it. I really do love it. I wasn't sure if I would love it, and still I am not sure that I would ever go out on like an everyday occasion. Would be nice if you go out with your girls maybe, and if you wear something super matchy with this look, or if you're just a little bit braver and if you're used to wearing colour out. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think about this look in the comments down below. Always, like I always say in the first video of a 1 week 1 palette challenge, if there's any palette you would like me to challenge, let me know in the comments down below and I will try to include it in one of my future palettes. The next 1 week 1 palette challenge, meaning the next palette, would be something autumnal. Meaning I would love to go for something with many bronzy and like a cranberry burgundy shades. If you know something like that, let me know. I'm still searching for that and I'm still not sure what to go for. And I did not find the perfect palette yet. Otherwise, this was my first look and I'm very excited for the other ones. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked this video, and it would be amazing if you would subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the future and following videos of this and other series, and it would help me out huge and loads. And I already have so many amazing people out there who are subscribing to my channel, and thank you so much for that. So yes, this was my first video, the first one of this little series, this little challenge video playlist kind of. Thank you so much again for watching it, for leaving a comment, for liking it and subscribing, and for sharing this video with your friends. And if you recreate this look, let me know. I would be very interested, or if this inspires you for any other look, let me know. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Take care and have a wonderful time. Until then, bye!